Welcome back to Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. Eli, you wake up tomorrow and sneezing is completely eliminated from existence. How long is it taking you to notice?
So we're talking about in the entire world, the entire everybody, nobody sneezes anymore.
Absolutely nobody. Not even in cartoons, not even in movies, not even in popular culture, not even on TikTok. Nobody's sneezing.
Wow. I feel like me personally, it might take a bit of time. I'm not gonna lie. I don't off sneeze that often. I'm not one of these everyday sneezers. But I think as a society, we notice pretty quick, Jones. You got to think about the medical community, right? There's an entire field of medicine. I'm not sure the name, but sneezing related diseases. And if nobody sneezes anymore, you got a patient who is sneezing every single day, and one day they stop sneezing. You think the doctors would notice pretty quick, no?
Well, I got to think the doctors will think they're really good doctors then. Because if you have a patient that you're just focusing on to cure their sneezing and you're trying and nothing's working and they're a chronic sneezer, and one day they come in and they say, Doc, I'm not sneezing anymore. You say, wow, look at me. I'm really making a difference in this world. This person ain't sneezing. And on the other side of the idea that people specialize in sneezing related diseases, I think that would fall into you kind of have your ear, nose, and throat guy. So they could still focus on the ears and the throat. And I think there's plenty of fires to put out in those places that could distract from the nose.
So you think it would take a long time?
Man, I think it would take years, especially for me. I can't tell you the last time I sneezed. I don't listen to when my friends sneeze or my family sneezes. I'm not dialed into that. Now, there are people, Elias, that I think would have a higher chance of noticing quicker. You got your loud sneezers.
Dude, the loud sneezing is a phenomenon that sometimes you love it, sometimes you hate it. I have this one friend who every time he sneezes, you notice it from miles away. And then you have, on the other hand, you have your quiet sneezers. You know, these ones who are sneezing maybe 5 times in a 2 second span, but it's so fake, you feel like it's almost fake. I can't stand them either. You got both ends of the spectrum. I would like to say I'm a pretty middle of the road sneezer. I sneeze maybe once, maybe twice at a time. I'm not overdoing it with these 10 back to back. It's one bless you, one gesundheit, and it's done. What are you? What kind of sneezer are you?
I would say I'm in the middle as well. I'm a 2 to 3 sneeze per time type person. I think one is just kind of an attention grab. You're just going to hit them with one and then stop. Like, that's a little unrealistic. But the people, Elias, who go 7, 8 times and are loud sneezers, it's really ridiculous.
Well, I don't know that I've ever experienced that. A loud combined with a long. I feel like usually it's one or the other. Usually you got the loud bang comes in out of nowhere, chew in your face. Oh my God! But then it stops. Or you got the really, let's rip 17 in a row, but it's like that. Literally, I feel like it's a fake. They're making fun of me almost with that sneeze. But having both is kind of crazy.
Right, but yes, not the loudest of loud. The ones that are truly the atomic bombs, I don't think you can surpass 4. If you surpass 4, you're purely faking it at that point.
Or you might be setting yourself up for some health risks. I think your body can't handle that much sneezing back to back. Jones, let me ask you this. You think it's going to take a long time? Which, to be honest, I can understand that argument. What do you think then would be the event that would trigger the realization as a society, the aha moment? Something crazy would have to happen if, 5 years from now, we finally realize it. That'd be pretty groundbreaking news.
I think cold and flu season is a big hurdle to get over because that's got to be part of the cold and flu. I don't know how much, I guess it was part of COVID, but definitely this whole cold and flu season, everybody's, getting vaccinated, getting their flu shots, and nobody's sneezing. I think that would be tough to jump over. Also, what if you sneeze when dust comes around, or I start waving feathers in front of people's nose? I'm a little prankster. Nobody's sneezing. What about when you're watching Tom and Jerry goes to make like Tom sneeze while they're chasing each other down and he just doesn't sneeze? Or here it is, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Sneezy. What are they going to do with him?
There's an entire character based off of sneezing. So, you might have already had it right there. And I think right there, what you just said, it's kind of proving my point of how we realize relatively fast. You got to think about how many people there are in the world. I know you and I are not the regular feather under the nose, get a guy to sneeze kind of guys, but there are those people out there. And if you're like a 7-year-old kid at a birthday party trying to get your friend to sneeze and he just does not sneeze, you might lose your mind. You might go to the police, report that shit. And soon it's going to be on the news. Whole scientific community is doing a study on why is this little kid not sneezing. All of a sudden, boom, we got to figure it out. It only took 2 days because of little Timmy and his prank.
I think there'd be enough misinformation slash unable to spread information that we'd get at least 3 months. But beyond that, no promises.
I mean, the great thing about this debate is we'll never know because I don't think there's a way to stop sneezing. And I don't even think I'd want to stop sneezing because the occasional sneeze can be a good thing.
I can't lie. It's actually a fantastic, majestic, some would even say, feeling. This has been Give Me Five. A reminder to follow us on TikTok and Instagram for a chance to suggest our next pod topic. Eli, thanks for talking.
That was a pleasure, Jones. Talk to you soon.